Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carla and I make videos about weight loss because I lost a load. I am back with you here today for my week 12 postpartum weight loss and mental health journey update. I cannot believe we are on week 12. Where has that time gone? That is 3 months basically. And I'm going to jump right in and talk to you about the results. But if you have not seen any of these videos before, I'll leave a full playlist up here where you can catch all the 11 weeks prior and plus the video about where I explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So I'm gonna, as I said, jump right in. One of my things that I love to say, and never actually just jump right in, do I? Anyway, this week we have had quite the loss. I'm quite shocked. This week I lost 4.4 pounds or 2 kilograms, which leads me to 31.2 pounds total in the last 12 weeks that I have now lost. And that brings me past my 2 stone. So I thought I would commemorate this moment by giving myself 2 Body Slims medals. So Body Slims is the program, as I have called it before, my roadmap to weight loss. It's the program that I've used to lose the 183 pounds or my big weight loss, and then it's the one that I'm following now for this. And they used to give you medals in the room when it wasn't online pre-COVID. So I've given myself 2 medals for my 2 stone that I have now lost prior to this, and that is also, or not prior to this, on this journey, and that's also now 12 stone down from my original weight loss goal. So in total I lost just over 13 stone on my big weight loss, and I'm now the same as I was when I was 12 stone down, which is kind of crazy. It's gone really quickly, I have to say. There's something that my sister always said to me, and I hate to use this word, and please, if it triggers you, please don't like come at me, you know, like I'm not that big a fan of this word myself, but the word skinny. And she always said, like, you're going along, you know, you're just going on your weight loss journey, you're just like plodding along, and then all of a sudden, that's better. All of a sudden, come on, click. All of a sudden, you're skinny. And that's kind of what's happened to me. It's all of a sudden, you just look completely different. It's really weird. It just happens. It happens really close to your goal weight. It's just like, oh, okay, that just happened. Right. And that happened to me in the last week. It's like that drop that goes, okay. And you just kind of go into what physically I think you are supposed to look like. It's really strange. It's a really weird one. I've noticed it with a lot of people. It's very much so, and all of a sudden like, huh, okay. So you've gone from kind of being like, you know, like just on the verge of, you know, like curvy, and then you go and you're like, you're just like skinny. You're just a skinny person. And I really like that word. That would have triggered me a lot, so I completely understand if that's something that's triggering to anybody who's listening to this, and I apologize if it is. It's not my intention. It's just, it's the word that thin, maybe, like all of a sudden you're thin, or slim, you know, you're no longer like somebody, you don't look like somebody who used to be overweight or has a few extra pounds on them. You just look like a slim person. So obviously I have a lot of loose skin, and I've talked about it in my last Q&A video, which I'll link up here if you guys haven't seen that. So my body isn't smooth, but it's definitely looking pretty close to where I want it to look now. I now have 8.2 pounds left. So no, sorry, I've lost 31.8 pounds. I have 8.2 pounds left to my goal weight of 147 pounds, which is 10.5 stone, 66.6 kilos. So I'm going to go to that and see how I feel, and then begin to build muscle. That is my intention. So I'm really happy with my results and where I'm going and the way I'm looking. I'm going to leave a thing here, some space, so that you guys can see what like my body's looking like at the moment. This was me out with for my niece's graduation on Sunday evening. We went out to dinner, and I also want to talk to you now about my feelings, so like how I've been feeling this week. This week, I'm definitely feeling a bit more revived, but still tired. I have to say that. I am definitely revived in ways, but I'm still feeling tired. I am the mother of a 4-month-old. I am going to be tired. I'm doing this a lot. It's a lot of work. And so I can hear my cats crying. I can hear the baby crying. There's lots going on. So, you know, I'm tired, but I'm feeling definitely more revived. I'm really proud of myself that I stuck to my goals, stuck to what I knew, which was consistency, and I never let the 2 gains that I've had so far in this journey derail me. I know that this is my way of life, and as I continue on, I will, as I said, increase my calories back up to maintenance, but that I know that I can survive and live in this really well, like, curated life that I have created for myself. I'm very, very happy with that. So I'm, as I said, pretty freaking tired, but I'm feeling really good, feeling really revived for the last 8 pounds on my journey. I will go to it. I will stick out. As Jared from Body Slim says, races are won by those who speed up in the last lap, not those who slow down. And that's something that really sticks in my head, is that it's the speeding up and not letting myself rest on my laurels. And then I'll be introducing weight training back into my journey in yoga and some other kind of strength-based exercises as well when I reach my maintenance goal. That is my plan. I'm also planning on doing Couch to 5K again. So once I'm finished this Body Slim cycle, I will be doing the running program, which trained me to run 5 kilometers. I did that last year while I was pregnant. At the very, very start of my pregnancy, I did not know I was pregnant for a large portion of it. For over half of it, I was not aware I was pregnant. But I managed to do it, except the very last run. So I'm excited to get back to doing the Couch to 5K again. As somebody who's never run in their entire life and hated running, and the thought of running would freak me out, the fact that I actually do it and enjoyed it last year, I'm really looking forward to getting back to that. So being able to run 5 kilometers with no break by the end of the summer is my goal. So I wanted to come on now and talk about my observations from the last week. I spoke to you last week that I was going to be going to 3 events and how I was going to handle those. So I had my cousin's daughter's communion, I had my niece's confirmation, and I had a brunch out with my best friend. I also ended up having to go to a memorial funeral yesterday for somebody who passed away during COVID. I didn't have to go, I chose to go. I ended up going to, I should say. So 4 of those events were catered, and there were 3 of the 4 were catered, and they were food choices that I could not choose necessarily myself what was being prepared for me. So for my cousin's daughter's communion, I chose to eat prior to going, and then we ended up kind of having dinner, like an earlier dinner, so about 4:30. And she very kindly had made me a vegan burger and salad and some potatoes, some oven-baked potatoes, which were perfect. Thursday, I was completely, you know, my usual diet. Friday, exactly the same. Saturday, then I went for brunch with my best friend. We ate earlier, so I broke my fast at 11 a.m. I chose to have the Reuben from Virginity, which I'll leave here. It was delicious. It was 1 slice of bread with some vegan steak, and oh god, actually it was so good. And I chose a side salad as opposed to chips with it. It was delicious. I ate every last mouthful, and I had a few of my friends' chips, like 5 or 6. The desserts in Virginity are incredible, but I chose not to have them because I had had the cake during the week. Then on Sunday, we went out for my niece's birthday, and the only vegan option was a pizza or a leaf salad. And to be honest with you, I was starving when we arrived, and I was like, there is no way I'm eating a leaf salad today. I'm having the pizza, and I had the pizza, and it was delicious. Now, thankfully, it was a very thin crust. I asked for the pesto that was on it to be on the side, and they couldn't do that. That was the base, so I asked for a very small amount of it so that there wasn't too much oil. And I had that, and I drank Diet Coke with it and some water. I did not have dessert. And then yesterday when we were at the funeral, I decided to bring a packed lunch with me to eat in the car prior to going into the wake part. In Ireland, we would typically go to the church or the funeral home, something like that, then to the cemetery, and then afterwards you would regularly go to a pub and have sandwiches, soup, and probably some like fried pub food, which is like wedges, onion rings, sausages, chicken wings, that kind of thing. Because I don't eat the animal products, obviously, I knew that I wouldn't be able to eat probably the sandwiches. I probably wouldn't be able to eat any of the fried food or anything like that, or the soup. So I decided to make myself a packed lunch, which I'll leave a picture of here, and it was a salad and a bounce bowl. And I was pretty satisfied with that. I had a coffee prior to going, and then when I got there, then I had a couple of the wedges that were on the table, but I couldn't eat any of the sandwiches, and honestly I had enough, and I didn't want the food. My partner even ate a couple of he's not vegan, and he ate a couple of the bits of the fried food and the sandwiches, and he said actually he felt really unwell after it because we just don't eat that type of food anymore. So just goes to show, like, you can kind of prep once you think about what you're going to be doing, what's going to happen. You kind of have a general idea of, you know, what your situation is going to be. If you can prep for it and make a decision and adapt your day then around that, you can live your life going out, mixing with 4 events, and still be in weight loss and lose 4.4 pounds. Now, I've noticed in the past that my weight loss has sometimes been delayed a week. So sometimes the week prior will show up on the scales the week after. So next week I might have a gain, I might maintain. So we shall see. I'm not overly fussed. Tonight, my partner and I and my mum are going out for a celebratory dinner for his birthday. So we'll see. There is only one option on the menu, which is a vegan curry, so we'll see what. Oh, in terms of kind of showing up for myself and continuing to focus on my self-compassion, I have been going to bed really early. I think I've gone to bed at 8ish 2 nights this week and 9 2 other nights. So trying to get to bed really, really early and napping when I can, when either the baby's napping or if my mom takes him out for a walk or something like that, I will try and have a nap. And that's really helping me, I think, especially after whiplash a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, just after not feeling well, just trying to keep myself, you know, feeling really good. So that's basically it, everyone, for today's catch up and roundup of week 12. As I said, I'm now only 8.2 pounds away from my goal weight. I am 12 stone down from my original 23 and a bit stone. So it's crazy. I'm looking forward to seeing the 10 stone something on the scales and being under the 70 kg. I'm going to treat myself to something for my multiple. Also, as part of Body Slims, I got my 5% of my original starting weight. Body Slim starting weight from this cycle. So I've gotten a couple of like milestones this week, so I think I'm going to treat myself to something. I think I would like some new makeup, have my eye on a So Sue Me palette or a new foundation, bit of Charlotte Tilbury. So we shall see. I'll let you know next week if I do treat myself to something, but I'm also trying to save some money as well because we need some stuff done with the house. So guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Please leave me a heart emoji down in the comments if you have gotten this far. I really appreciate it every time you guys subscribe, you like my videos, you comment down below. It really helps my channel. And thank you so much to all of those of you who have given me super thanks as well. I don't think I've thanked you on here. It means so much to me. It's like a tip, and I can't believe that anybody would do that. I really, really, really appreciate that. So thank you guys so much. Love you all, and I'll see you next week.